Good morning, traders. It's Peter Thompson, Senior Mentor of 1 Billion Signal, sponsored by Merit Forex. It's Wednesday morning, middle of the week, and I would say the trading week has just started as we didn't have many events Monday and Tuesday. Only one event regarding the US dollar PPI 1:30 p.m. GMT yesterday for US dollar, but didn't we didn't have any high volatility. So this week, today, Wednesday, we do expect CPI inflation report in UK. It's gonna be in about an hour. Core retail sales for US 1:30 p.m. GMT. Retail sales exactly the same time. Inflation report the same time 1:30 p.m. GMT for Canada. Crude oil inventories 3:30 p.m. So Wednesday is gonna be amazing. Thursday we have tomorrow initial jobless claims, very important event for the labor market in US. Quickly to mention, Russia-Ukraine tension ease, which is thankfully happening. US seeking for diplomacy. To be honest with you, I rarely like discussing the geopolitical topics in my videos, and right now I am a little bit surprised how the medias were flooded with aggression, and suddenly it came up to know that something happened, and boom, everything is going better. Uh, Thanks God, everything is better. There will be no war for now, at least. I hope there will be no war for the future as well. Wars are not something that we have to be happy with, even though they're creating a lot of volatility on the markets. Still, people are fighting, and that's not cool whatsoever. But I would say this actually pumped the crude oil to $95 per barrel. Crude oil is showing first signs of correction. We're gonna take a look in about a minute, but still I'm waiting for confirmation to take the short. The short button. Many people asked me about it. Peter, would you short here from here the crude oil? Let's discuss it in about a minute once we get to the charts. Friday we have retail sales in UK 6 a.m. GMT, core retail sales 1:30 p.m. GMT for Canada, and existing home sales for US 3 p.m. So let's take a look what's going on the charts. Your US dollar is trying to find direction. It's the same situation with all the major currency pairs. If you take a look, absolutely decent decline, testing 1.13, bouncing back from the support level. Definitely we can see test of 1.1482, and your US dollar is looking very tempting. Yeah, I'm remaining bullish for now, at least until the Federal Reserve interest rates. They're gonna release the interest rates. They're gonna probably hike the interest rates end of March. So until then, the market is clear enough. GBP USD in about an hour, we're gonna have inflation report. For sure, we're gonna see volatility on the Great British Pound. The inflation worldwide right now is very, very high. The crude oil prices could boost the inflation even further up. So because they are kind of related anyway. So that's why I'm not going to be surprised to see the inflation going up and up and up worldwide, because crude oil is not only about US or Russia or Saudi Arabia, it's about worldwide, the whole world. So that's why we do expect higher inflation in UK. Let's take a look what's going to happen. But anyway, we are staying in a no man's land, as we love to say, between 1.36, 1.34, the boundaries. I'm not taking any action here, even though we can easily test 1.36. For now, I'm gonna wait to see the inflation report. Australian USD, very similar, but at the same time not very, very clear. If you take a look, we got a very huge drop, push to the upside, test of the support, test of the resistance again, support, and it's kind of going in a almost triangle formation. I don't like much formations, but still. Fact is a fact. It's trying to test 0.7170. I would wait to see how the price is going to react. Eventually gonna go to 0.7288. So we talk about 130 pips away from the current price, which is a good take profit level. New Zealand USD, careful, be very careful by buying the New Zealand. Still holding the resistance, still very clear to the downside. We have a lower lows, lower highs, and of course bounce from here. Test of the resistance, test of 0.6529 is pretty possible. So for those who are waiting just to buy the New Zealand USD, be very careful. USD Canadian going to the crude oil immediately, because this is actually the most commonly discussed topic, at least with my students. Crude oil obviously pumped up to $95. I patiently waiting for either confirmation to the short side, or just drop and after that to buy the dip. It's very popular expression these days. But yes, specifically about the crude oil, we are having for a very long period of time price action being pushed to the upside without any decent correction. This is this speaks for itself. Simply, we've been expecting correction, but before you take this short, if you are planning to do so, you need to have a confirmation, guys. You cannot just based on one candle to take a short trade, as many of you asked me already. You can take a look. We have a short trade here, yes, but after that the price was stalling around the top, around $85 per barrel. We got this situation so many times. High, very quick push to the downside with $3, and then insane push to the upside. Exactly the same here, like $2.5 here, $2, and all of these slight retracements, I wouldn't consider them as a corrections. They are indicating signs of reversal, but not confirmed yet. So be careful, don't take impulsive short trades here based on nothing, because you have nothing. Yeah, a little bit positive news about Russia-Ukraine relationships and what's going on there, but still, it's not a catalyst to see the huge drop we've been expecting. USD Canadian on the other side, if we see correction on the crude oil, we're gonna see correction of the Canadian dollar. Simply USD Canadian. If Canadian goes down, USDCAD goes up. Test of 1.2836 is quite possible in the next couple of days. Again, it's gonna take time to print the pattern on the top of the crude oil, so that's why we can see, before we see 1.2836, we can see 1.2623. So be very careful with the USD Canadian, even though it started like fluctuating on the top here, and eventually it's indicating eventual push to the downside. USD Swiss on the other side, total mess. I'm not gonna pay a lot of attention, even though I love it. Just take a look. USD Swiss is totally nonsense, absolute mess, going nowhere. In middle of the boundaries here as well. 0.9296, 0.9212, right in the middle of nowhere. So I'm jumping directly to USD Japan. Something we were discussing much about this currency pair is the uptrend that's happening. It's quite obviously an uptrend, but at the same time, the USD Japan United States dollar is relatively weak because of the Federal Reserve monetary policy. Japanese yen is considered the safe haven currency usually when we have like political and economical, like I wouldn't say crisis, but problems, tension, whatever. Japanese yen usually is going up, and respectively speaking, pushing the USD Japan down. But this is not happening right now, as you can see. Yes, the price kind of preparing to do so. You can see double top 116.33, tested 115.59. In order to take short trades on the USD Japan, it's gonna take some time. Even though I've been expecting on the USD Japan to see much bigger drop much earlier, but that didn't happen, obviously. But a little bit more patience is going to be required here. So that's it for now, guys. Oh, about the S&P 500 American indices recover. S&P 500 recovers from 2.4% from the recent bottom. I was about to forget. US markets take a breath, recovering to the upside. We can see decent push to the upside in the upcoming days. We're getting closer to the Federal Reserve interest rates, end of March, but still there is a lot of time enough time to trade this out. Bitcoin recovers, but still under pressure. Uh, be very careful with the Bitcoin buys. Yes, recovered to $2,000, $3,000, something like this, but still holding the lower highs. If you go on the chart, I'm pretty sure you're gonna see it. So be very careful by buying the dips there because it can keep dipping. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Really hope you enjoyed these videos. Share us and like us on the social medias. This is how you support our YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe, of course. Hit the like button. This is how you are helping also the channel to grow. If you have any questions, you know how to reach me. Have a very, very profitable week. Bye.